at Lake in the Hills Rockin Rotary Ribfest. This is the Ill Noise Business Playbook.
You went from being somebody that was doing contractual work, and you were obviously answering to somebody else, right? And now you kind of flip the script. Now you're the man that's in charge.
You know, when you start a company, everybody wants to support you, family and friends, and we kind of rode that wave for a while, but ultimately it's like, what's the next step?
Being sponsored by McHenry Associates. Check them out.
I wanted to take that and dump it how I give back.
Welcome to the Ill Noise Business Playbook. We sit down with people building real impact in their communities and unpack the vision behind their work. If you care about real stories and real connection, you're in the right place. Let's make some noise.
We are hanging out at the Lake in the Hills Rotary Club Rockin Ribfest. Hopefully everybody's out there having some fun, eating your ribs, enjoying your food. This whole situation here has been presented by McHenry Associates, so much thanks to them. Hope everybody's having a good time out there. Hope you guys are enjoying your food, your drinks, the music, the day. Hope you guys weren't here a few days ago. This is not quite as nice. My name is Joe. I am the host of the Ill Noise Business Playbook. We are here at the Rockin Rotary Ribfest. Very much enjoying it.
That helped us, elevate the business because it was a lot, especially in renovation where a lot of people were looking for things to improve their homes and stuff like that. But ultimately, like I said, it was a totally different mission than it was just to stay stable.
Hey, we smoke our meat so long it should go to rehab. From beef brisket, pulled pork, chicken, and sausage. I'm gonna get yummy for your tummy. Mac and cheese, collard greens, cornbread, jalapeno cornbread. We travel state to state, city to city. We're in Lake in the Hills right now. We're headed to Elkhorn, Wisconsin next. We just keep it going. What's going on? You know how we party around here.
Okay, first of all, I did not realize I was sitting here with Tupac Shakur. The rhymes are amazing, Marlon. How long have you been coming here to this particular?
We've been actually coming here for about 10 years,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, non-stop.
Sure.
Just cooking the best ribs there is. You know what I'm saying? When I say you can't go wrong when you get a bone, you can leave your teeth at home. This is where it's at, where we keep you coming back. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. Boy, I swear, I don't know why I'm doing this right here. You could be by yourself. How long have you been in the barbecue business, man?
I actually been in the barbecue business for about 20 years.
20 years.
You know what I'm saying? I've been starting this for a long time and watched people grow up, see kids grow up. They met families all over the nation. Hey, I give them the barbecue implementation. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do in the world of barbecue.
And why are you so passionate about what you do, man?
Because I love it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when you breathe and live barbecue, you just it comes out natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm talking about fingertips and lips. Guaranteed delicious, not suspicious. This is where it's at, where we keep you coming back. Cowboys Barbecue out of Fort Worth, Texas. I'm saying yummy for your tongue. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, if you guys have a chance to get to Fort Worth, Texas, see my man Marlon here. Hope you have the Ribfest here today. And look from all around, hopefully. If everything goes well, we're going to see you on our show.
Yeah.
But certainly let's spend a little time with you.
I can't wait to keep coming back and keep seeing me and keep tasting these ribs. Wherever we at, you come on in and come back. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah.
$250,000 that we put back into the community. So we're all volunteers that come on this fest to make sure that everyone can enjoy a little. So I always have a servant heart, and as a Rotary Club, that's what we do. We volunteer in the community, we give back any way we can, and my skill sets, I love technology, I love tech, so I want to do tech for a bit.
Okay.
So, and I'm here now as a coach.
I love it. You know, and as I mentioned before, we did actually go to the Jackie here. It's like the huge part in the whole world.
Oh yeah.
But I want to know if you guys get a chance, go back, watch those videos back, they're really showed up. And I actually want to kind of get into that whole service mentality. In a world where a lot of times people are kind of looking for it's a better.
When you start a company, everybody wants to support you, family and friends, and we kind of rode that wave for a while, but ultimately it's like, what's the next step? And ultimately, I was a leader out in the field when I was working in the industrial trade in the union. So I knew how to run jobs, run through the guys and stuff like that. But the one thing I didn't know about was marketing and managing and advertising. So it was one of the loopholes, and backlog of office work is pretty intense too.
Just like that, gentlemen, over there. That's what I'm talking about, my man, White Sox. I was hoping someone was going to win the ticket to the White Sox right now. When are you going to this game?
We are going tomorrow. I'm going with my best friend.
Well, you're going to go ahead and see the first place White Sox at that game tomorrow, right?
Yep.
And hopefully the first support. Now, where did that come from? I know we were talking before that. When I was growing up, I go to the western suburbs, and across the street there was a Cubs fan. Somebody down the road was a Cubs fan. Everybody and their mother was a Cubs fan, but my father from the south side showed me the right way to do it.
Absolutely.
So I became a White Sox fan. How did you become one?
Very similar. I grew up in Melrose Park, so everyone there was Cub fans, hometown, and my parents, for some reason, I don't know why, but they were White Sox fans, and my brother was a big baseball player growing up, and we spent a lot of time doing ball games, so that's how I grew up. I met my husband. He used to be a Cub fan, and he's a converted Cub fan. He's now a Sox fan.
He's on the right side of the. He's on the right side of the.
He's on the right side of history, and my kids have all been born and raised in the right game. Sox fans all over.
Absolutely. Even though your son seems to be wearing it now.
Yeah, my dad gave me basketball at a very early age, and I just fell in love with it. And then I played it all through high school, played it into college, and then I actually. It became more of like a job than something fun, and I was like 19, 20 at the time, and like it was basically like my first love. I like to tell people. And then so I actually stopped playing for my college and started playing intramurals. I ended up tearing my ACL, and like I just started to play basketball again postpartum, and I tore my Achilles about 2 months ago. So we're like doing great.
Well,
but I'm shooting guard.
You're shooting up.
I'm shooting guard, yeah. I grew up watching J.J. Redick. I'm a huge Duke fan and Wisconsin fan.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah, I'm shooting.
I know you're not from Chicago, but the greatest shooting guard of all time and greatest basketball player of all time did play for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I love it. I knew we could bring something to.
Mike Jordan is by far the best player of all time.
Oh,
Go on.
okay.
You can't change my mind.
But I would say that was one of the things that I just had to learn on the fly. It was one of those things like you're just out in the field, they put you in a different position. It's like, you know what, I got to adapt, and I got to achieve and overcome. And it was one of the things I just kept doing research on. And so that was a big pivoting moment for the company where it was like, you know what, we need to start building a website, we need to start doing SEO, we need to start getting out in the community. And that's especially this event right here, like I talked to you prior to this, it's like, I've been playing softball over Sunset Park for probably 10 years of my life.
We're gonna cover that. We're gonna cover that part a little bit here.
So, like, getting engaged in the community, I mean, we're already out here. We know people, we do work in these areas. We live in Fox River Grove, so we're all local to the area. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, you know what, we just want to keep pushing the initiative in the company and, get our name out there.
With this timeline that we have, September is critical because that is when we can actually choose the bands like next year.
Of it.
Yeah, so we get band recommendations across the whole year. Facebook, email, telephone, word of mouth. So we have lots of recommendations in the book, and you can file them. so we could choose the lambs that fit up.
I'm not like a traditional chiropractor.
Right.
And so if someone does not want to be adjusted, I find other ways to care for them. But I see the adjustment as like a tool.
Yeah.
And so, along with many other tools that I have to help people, because what's going to work for you is not going to work for life, or it's not going to work for all the people in here.
Right.
So it's very, yes. I've had a lot of those conversations. It's hard to pinpoint one.
Right.
Just being a chiropractor and people's hesitations. And I do feel like a lot of the time we are someone's last resort with chronic pain or pain in general. But then I've definitely had people that will refer to me.
Okay.
And so they feel a lot more, like they can trust me more and that they're in good hands. So, but I love educating, but the way I get patients to kind of see where I'm coming from is I just listen.
So you.
I'm just listening to them and trying to understand where they're coming from. I've seen chiropractors my whole life. I've had low back pain before. I've had major injuries. So I've had to care myself.
Right.
So I can kind of speak to it in that regard as well.
Okay. And you've decided to open up your own practice.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of guts.
A year after we've already finished one, I got many stories in regards to that. So ultimately, it's like, yeah, I do have a strong found belief in building relationships, not only with other, contractors. We have a lot of relationships we build with other contractors and other service providers, but another portion of that is just building a relationship with your customers, because they're as good as you're only as good as your last job, and so that's the integrity and honesty speaking through there too as well. So yeah.